But, we're just trying to noodle this thing out. And part of noodling it out is talking and maybe criticizing one of them from time to time. Even Donald Trump deserves criticism from time to time.
Yep.
Everybody does. There's not a perfect candidate here. And we have criticized all of them. You know that if you listen to this show. We've criticized them all. Most of our criticism lately, I think, has been Nikki Haley because she sucks. Mm-hmm. And she's essentially a Democrat running in the Republican Party. Maybe not that extreme, but she is an establishment Republican who is not a solid conservative. She equivocates on so many different things. She is a warmonger. She is a spender. She doesn't care how much money we have to give to Ukraine. She's willing to give more. And I just can't go there anymore with these war hawks. I can't do it.
Amen.
I know that's a change from the past, but you know what? I evolved on that issue. If I was running for president, that would be my answer. Sorry, I evolved on that issue.
Yeah.
Okay. I realized that endless wars are not the way to go.
Yeah, and I had this discussion with my kids during the last big debate with everybody on stage. I said, you would not recognize I was talking about me, their dad. You would not recognize your dad watching and yelling at a debate 20 years ago on this issue.
That's for sure.
Than today.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm over here typing on Twitter, F your wars and all this stuff. Right. And 20 years ago, I'd be like, go and kill him. Let's go. No, and I don't know.
We were all over Iraq
and I'll be the first,
going into Afghanistan and Iraq.
First to admit it.
All over it. And I was all over the Patriot Act initially. Man, would I like to have that one back.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, I'd like to have that back.
I did a school paper on the Patriot Act on how I supported it.
Did you really?
In high school.
Yeah. Well, I believe it because, the conservatives were on board with it.
Yeah, well.
And I remember getting calls in Houston. How can you be okay with the freedoms we're losing over this Patriot Act? Name one freedom you've lost would be my response to that. And they couldn't because they didn't really know. They couldn't articulate it at the time. You certainly could now. You could now. So
yeah, it's interesting.
I'm done with it. Yeah,
it's interesting how we have
and the Democrats have gone the other way.
Oh, overnight. See, like for us, it was a gradual thing over time, and we're worn out.
Over 20 years of war,
right?
We got tired of it.
They wait till January 20th, and then when the calendar flips to a new president, then all of a sudden what they were against for their entire lives, they're suddenly for, and I mean then some.
And I'll tell you another thing about that. It wasn't just 20 years of war. It was 20 years of war. Then we abandoned our position and lost everything we gained in Afghanistan overnight. Yeah. Literally overnight. In addition to $80 million worth of weaponry.
I think, and I'm only speaking for myself.
And then the same thing happened in Vietnam years before that. So
I think when you
I'm
come
done.
to the realization, at least for me, what the reason for wars, what they're all about, and they're not what you think they're for, and what they're sold as.
Yep.
When you come to that light bulb goes off over your head. And you have this moment of reflection where, well, I want to be patriotic and support my country and go and spread freedom throughout the... No, that's not... That may have been what you were sold, but that sure as hell is not what this government is fighting a war for.
That's right, because they can't be won. And we can't play it because we would be, I think, eliminated from YouTube today if I kept going any further. But these wars, they can't be won. You want them to go on and on and on? I mean, that's the next question. Is that what you want? Because I don't. And they are going on and on and on. And this war in Ukraine can't be won.